Welcome to Nashville Backroads with Liz Beth, where the music is real, the stories are heartfelt, and the journey is just beginning. Join Liz each week as she shines a spotlight on rising stars, singers, bands, and songwriters she believes deserve to be heard. It's all happening right here on this station. This is Nashville Backroads with Liz Beth. Let's hit the road.
Old cowboy boots, miles on the tires, coffee in a paper cup, radio running wild, map folded on the dash, name written in the crease. Every mile of these back roads feels like a little piece of peace. So I'm taking the Nashville back roads where every bend feels brand new. Little church steeple, rusted mailbox, all pointing me to you. Every song on this old station turns my heartbeat into gold on these Nashville back roads. Hope is filling up my soul. Porch swing waving at a stranger driving by. Neon from a corner bar bleeding in the evening sky. I chase the echo of a melody down a gravel winding lane. Beautiful beginnings hiding in a homemade frame. Someday it's a big stage, tonight it's a two-step floor. But this little voice inside me keeps asking for a little more. So I follow this soft steel string like a trail of shiny dust. Every chord I'm singing feels like love, feels like enough, feels like enough. Someday it's a big stage, tonight it's a two-step floor. But there's a little voice inside me keeps asking for a little more.
Hey everybody, this is Liz Beth. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Nashville Backroads, where I share indie artist music from the backroads of Nashville and all around the world. I am excited to bring you some new music today. Let's get started. Gene Piero has been a musician his whole life. When he was young, he learned how to play the trumpet, the guitar, and the keyboards. But as what happens, life got in the way a little bit and raising his two daughters as well. But he never lost his passion for writing or performing in any way he could. Hence, all the stuff for 40 years is now coming out in many amazing writings and songs. The first song I would like to share with you by Gene Piero is called Sweet Home USA.
Big sky rising over small town highways, flag on the porch, coffee in my hand, mama in the kitchen singing with the radio, talking about the future, doing the best we can. Sweet home USA, chasing that easy thrill. From the factory whistle to the old church bell, we got a story in every street corner and every one we tell. We don't always get it right, but we stand up anyway. Hand on my chest, I'm proud to say, sweet home USA. Where the back roads know my name, from the red dirt fields to the ocean waves, that's my heart, that's where I'll stay. Sweet home USA. Sweet home. Sweet home USA. Sweet home. Sweet home USA.
That was Gene Piero with Sweet Home USA. When Gene sent me an email with these songs that I asked him to send me, I thought he was telling me that he was in Facebook jail. And I thought, oh, that's funny that he is. But actually, that's the name of the second song. Here it is, Facebook Jail Again Tonight. You'll love it.
Didn't rob a bank. Didn't start a fight. Just posted a meme late last night. Woke up this morning. Whoa, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. One more thing. Woke up this morning, coffee in my hand. Tried to check my feet like a normal man. Blue screen message ruined my day. You broke the rules, now go away. All I said was that game was wild. Now I'm locked up like a problem child. No likes, no comments, can't even share. Yelling at my phone like anybody cares. I'm in Facebook jail again tonight. Didn't even start no online fight. 10 more days till they set me free. Locked up for bad comedy. Raise your phones and sing it loud. All my inmates in the comment crowd. If you posted memes and paid the price, welcome to Facebook jail tonight. Let's go. Everybody posting what they ate today. Meanwhile, I'm banned for a joke I made. Tried to appeal, but nobody replied. Guess the robot judge already decided. Can't tag my friends, can't stir the pot. Freedom of speech, maybe not. Hide in Facebook jail again tonight. Keyboard outlaw, digital pride. Counting days on a pixel wall. Guarded by robots, watching us all. No memes, no gifts, no late night fun. Just me in silence, and that ain't fun. I swear when I get out, I'll behave real well. For 10 whole minutes before I'm back in jail. Where didn't rob a bank.
Pam Ross is based in North Carolina and brings authenticity and lived experience into every song she writes. Her music resonates with audiences through honest storytelling, memorable melodies, and themes centered around love, resilience, and finding joy in everyday life. Her growing catalog has earned airplay, streaming success, and recognition from independent music organizations and radio programmers worldwide. Say It 2 Times showcases Ross' signature blend of heartfelt storytelling and infectious feel-good country energy. Written as a joyful tribute to love's power to transform everyday life, this song captures the warmth of shared routines, family moments, and the reassurance that comes from hearing those 3 powerful words more than once. I wanted to write a happy love song about realizing how someone has changed your life and made it better, Ross explains. It's about appreciating what you have got and recognizing how good things really are. I just wanted an upbeat, happy song. It was originally meant for my first album, but I decided to do some lyrical rewriting on the last minute and held on to it until it felt just right. The new single is featured on Ross's second full-length album called Outside the Box, a 7-song collection that highlights her growth as both a songwriter and artist. The album blends contemporary country, storytelling-driven ballads, and upbeat anthems that reflect Ross's authenticity and creative independence. So first, I would like to share with you Pam Ross's song called Say It 2 Times.
Just routine. Each day would start and end with nothing in between. It didn't take you long to turn my world around, save me from myself just before I drown. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it 2 times. The smell of coffee and bacon when I rise, rocking our girl to sleep, singing lullabies, laughter, tears, and all that life can bring. I promise through thick and thin when I gave you that ring. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it 2 times. Told me those words, it never gets old, it comforts my mind. I love to hear you say it, tell me one more time. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it 2 times. You said it once, and I knew inside I'd have to hear your voice again, telling me you're mine. Once is not enough for this heart of mine. Say you love me, go on and say it 2 times. Say you love me, say it 2 times. Say you love me, go on and say it 2 times.
And that was Say It 2 Times by Pam Ross. Another song I would like to share with you today by the same album called Outside the Box is called Reading Your Texts. I know you're going to love it. Thanks, Pam.
I'm changing lanes with my signal off. Check my rear view for the cops. You took my heart and I took your word, then crashed into you when the lines got blurred. I'm turning corners and burning fumes, looking for a road that leads away from you. I'm shifting gears with the sun in my eyes while I read the text where you said goodbye. I crossed the yellow line at least 10 times. Drivers honking as they go by. If anyone wonders why I can't drive, I'm reading the text where you said goodbye. Miles go by and I pick up speed. I know each line, so why do I read? I should have hit delete a long time ago and put my eyes back on the road. You needed space, you needed to go, but that was no way to let me know. I'm shifting gears with the sun in my eyes while I read the text where you said goodbye. I've crossed the yellow line at least 10 times. Drivers honking as they go by. If anyone wonders why I can't drive, I'm reading the text where you said goodbye. Passing on the shoulder, one headlight, doing things I know ain't right. One hand on the phone and one on the gear, using my elbow to steer the wheel. I'm shifting gears with the sun in my eyes while I read the text where you said goodbye. I crossed the yellow line at least 10 times. Drivers honking as they go by. If anyone wonders why I can't drive, I'm reading the text where you said goodbye. I'm shifting gears with the sun in my eyes while I read the text where you said goodbye. I've crossed the yellow line at least 10 times. Drivers honking as they go by. If anyone wonders why I can't drive, I'm reading the text where you said goodbye.
Kenny Kreider is from Northeast Arkansas. His dad was a farmer and raised cotton, soybeans, and rice. Later on, his dad became a pilot and started a crop dusting service, and he followed in his dad's footsteps. He flew a commercial crop duster for 30-plus years. He always loved music. He started playing guitar at 8 years old. He tried his hand at writing soon after he got married to his wife and best friend Debbie. He won a songwriting contest at a local radio station, and the song was called It Ain't Easy Being Me, and he won a transistor radio. He doesn't know what he did with the song. It got lost somewhere. Probably wasn't good anyway, he says. He loves to perform live, and he has a little band called the Bottomland Band. He loves it when people like his songs, and that's just all the good stuff anyway. He's never tried to take himself too seriously, and he hopes that his fan base knows how much he appreciates them. The first song I would like to share with you by Kenny Kreider is I Heard You Today. And following I Heard You Today, I will share a second song by Kenny Kreider called Change.
I heard you today, sounded almost like you're here. I almost made a bad mistake, but your words, they steered me clear. And if I'd learned to listen more, life would not be so intense. But no one has accused me of having that much sense. I met an old friend of yours at the hardware store in town. We talked about old memories of when you were around. He said he didn't envy me and the shoes I had to fill. Funny how I never thought that was in the deal. Dad, you know I loved you, and I know you love me too. But I may never reach that mark you intended me to do. And though I try hard each day to make you proud of me, I wish that I could find a way just to be set free. I almost traded horses with an old man that you knew well. Then I remembered what you said, that old man's crookeder than hell. And every day 100 ways you make me who I am. I keep trying hard to find a way just to be my own man. Dad, you know I loved you, and I know you love me too. But I may never reach that mark you intended me to do. And though I try hard each day to make you proud of me, I wish that I could find a way just to be set free. Dad, you know I loved you, and I know that you love me. I wish that I could find a way just to be set free. Change, that can be a good thing. Change, a misunderstood thing. Change, it's no doubt a certain thing. And change can be a hurting thing. We walk our paths each day and try to stay prepared for every turn and bend. Or do we simply try to find our way and let our bumps and bruises mend? Faith, do we understand the word? Faith can let our prayers be heard. Faith can help us cope each day. Faith can send our fears away. Our lives move on through joy and dread. A trip through many highs and lows. And like the old time poet said, we know not really where we go. Is such a precious thing. Time can be a wasted thing. In time, we see what our efforts bring. And time is never enough, it seems. We walk our paths each day and try to stay prepared for every turn and bend. Or do we simply try to find our way and let our bumps and bruises mend?
This portion of Nashville Backroads is sponsored by David L. Kranz and Faye's Barbecue. Sweet with a little heat, keeping it low and slow. Owned by Rita Weddington Kranz. David and Rita are spreading the word of their award-winning barbecue and music. Known as the Queen of the Q, Rita is a 5-time Grand Champion cook outside of Tullahoma, Tennessee. Faye's Barbecue is a mobile catering business and can provide you with pork butt, ham, or brisket, and all the sides and desserts your heart desires. Call 931-315-9770 with your order. David L. Kranz is a 40-year music veteran, a 2025 Josie Music Awards winner, recording artist, and performer. David's music is available on all streaming platforms. Check him out on David Jesse Denzel Kranz on Facebook or on my Facebook, Lizzie Beth Goldman. Among the clang of electric guitars, Taney Lord sits upon her vocal throne, producing a heady mix of anthemic hooks and commanding lyrics. Taney claims to be no queen bee, but prepare yourself for high-octane country twang, walking bass, and songs that tuck themselves into a bed of twisted pop. Taney Lord gives you music for sunsets and highways from Bristol to Nashville. Taney Lord has a brand new single that is creating cinematic emotional heartbreak. It is about wishing someone to change their self-sabotaging patterns in order to find love, but realizing they will always deflect and blame you as they're too stuck in their ways to change. This song is for anyone who wanted their situationship to be more. And here is Taney Lord's brand new single called Insane.
Broken homes, but mostly broken hearts. All you know, got it down to an art. No need for us to replay. It didn't have to end this way. The things we've been through are the same, but inside I found more pain. That much I know is true. I cried more than you told me I was to blame. But now I'll take your aim through my heart. You never claimed when you left me insane, insane, insane. This time, whatever I learned was a crime that I was never heard. Romance and then a heart of stone led you to live a life on your own. The things we've been through are the same, but inside I found more pain. That much I know is true. I cried more than you told me I was to blame. But now I'll take your aim through my heart. You never claimed when you left me insane, insane, insane. The things we've been through are the same. Inside I felt more pain. That much I know is true. I suffered more than you told me I was to blame. Boy, now I'll take your aim. Burn my heart at the stake when you left me insane, insane,
Ruth Manning grew up in a musical family and got her singing start with her three sisters, and their group was called the Best Girls. Ruth began singing solo in her late teens and later joined her first band. She has been part of several bands over the last 30 years, with the most recent being Ruth Manning and the Prospectors, which formed in 2016. Ruth started recording music in 2008 and has recorded 7 full albums to date. All of these projects include many of her original songs. Today, I would like to share with you Ruth Manning's song called My Mother's Hands.
They rocked and fed and held me close when I entered this clan. She had endless dreams for a little boy, but God had other plans. They sewed my clothes and carried me till I was old enough to stand. I knew that I was safe in every way in my mother's hands. They planted all those flower beds, wiped my tears away and often bled, turned the pages of the book she read, helped to emphasize the words she said. Hard as nails, but at the same time soft as sand. My mother's hands. Time takes its toll on all of us. We know that it's the truth. It twisted, cracked, and wore them down, left them wrinkled, stole their youth. They worked so hard without complaint, in the house and on the land. There's nothing that compares to the strength of my mother's hands. They planted all those flower beds, wiped my tears away and often bled, turned the pages of the book she read, helped to emphasize the words she said. Hard as nails, but at the same time soft as sand. My mother's hands. As I look down, I shed a tear and think of her right where I stand. As more and more with every passing day, I've been given my mother's hands. Flower beds, wiped my tears away and often bled, turned the pages of the book she read, helped to emphasize the words she said. Hard as nails, but at the same time soft as sand. My mother's hands. My mother's hands.
Trailer Park Country was born out of a love for a music community and the fans of sporting events everywhere. Their journey began in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where a group of friends with a shared passion for all things music and sports band related decided to create something special. With their roots deeply embedded in the trailer park culture, they strive to bring people together through live music tailgate parties and thriving band community. Their dedication to providing a unique and unforgettable experience set them apart, making Trailer Park Country the ultimate destination for all sports fans and music lovers alike. Today, I would like to share their song called Tailgate Crazy.
Sit back, relax a little bit. Let me tell you a story. See if yours is anything like mine. Remember when I was a kid? So much better when I popped the lid. Till the rabble open it up. Drop that tailgate on the truck. 2 good doors and a gun rack. I beg please could I sit him back? He said, baby, jump in the back, boy. Tailgate crazy. 16 and in my prime, where you know how I spent my time. Skip the dance and hit the cornfield. Drop that gate and seal the deal. I beg yes and I beg please. On that tailgate on my knees. She said, baby, what? Tailgate crazy. that tailgate down, girl, for all the world to see. And I hope you understanding what I'm trying to say, 'cause my feelings are pretty simple. Words get in the way. I won't be your after party. You can be my pregame. You can wear my jersey, darling. Same team, same name. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. All right, you know the words. I don't need no on-couch, no. Need no rocking chair. We can rock that tailgate down, girl. Party everywhere. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. Now I don't rope no cattle. No cows. I don't own no horse. When I drop my tailgate down, well, I'm country. We country. Yeah, I'm country to the core. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy. Let's get crazy. I don't need no on-couch, no. Need no rocking chair. We can rock that tailgate down, girl. Party everywhere. We can party anywhere. We can party right here. Tailgate crazy. Tailgate crazy.
Roughly 10 years ago, the Roys were a popular bluegrass touring and recording act consisting of the brother and sister duo of Lee and Elaine Roy. Their draw was contemporary original material with an acoustic country bent, along with strong sibling harmony. They stopped performing a few years back, and Lee took to driving tour buses. Now, Elaine is back to bluegrass with a new single on offer from Grace Records Nashville. It's one she has written with the appropriate title, Heading in a New Direction. Vince Gill sings harmony with Elaine on this track that nicely captures the sound the Roys had created a decade ago. Roy tells us this song really encapsulates her return to music after some time away. This is a song I wrote just thinking about where I've been and where I was going, which is definitely me heading in a new direction. I'd been feeling lost in many ways and musically didn't know if I even belonged anymore, but I believe God stepped in and really showed me the direction. Elaine says that this song speaks volumes to where she is musically in her life's journey. So here is Heading in a New Direction by Elaine Roy.
Sometimes life can bring me down, feeling stranded and turned around. But it's never too late to break the chains. It's time to unload all of the pain. I'm heading in a new direction of the life that's meant for me. The beginning of a new reflection on the horizon I see. The bruises, the scars, the hard lessons learned, this part of heartbreak will help me transform. It's part of His purpose, it's part of His plan. And I find the strength to finally stand, 'cause I'm heading in a new direction of the life
And that was Elaine Roy with Heading in a New Direction. And I'd now like to share a second song by Elaine, and it is called Part of the Burn. Enjoy.
Think of you, how you made it look easy, like it was nothing new. You turned me upside down and inside out, left me holding the hurt and full of doubt. It took me some time to figure it out, had to start over, work through the drought. It was a long, hard process getting over you, but now my heart no longer beats for you. I'm a better version of who I used to be. Heartbreak isn't easy, it takes a while to see. Sometimes the lessons that need to be learned, they hide in the darkness and are part of the burn. But in the end, I'd lose so many days. Life is experience, and it's meant to be lived. Ours was a small chapter left blowing in the wind. I'm a better version of who I used to be. Heartbreak isn't easy, it takes a while to see. Sometimes the lessons that need to be learned, they hide in the darkness and are part of the burn. No, your heartache can't keep me down. I'll dust myself off and go for the touchdown. I'm a better version of who I used to be. Heartbreak isn't easy, it takes a while to see. Sometimes the lessons that need to be learned, they hide in the darkness and are part of the burn. They hide in the darkness and are part of the burn.
You can find all of my music that I have recorded and released to radio on my YouTube channel that is just titled Liz Beth Music. And then the songs that I have written and co-written and I have as demos are on Liz Beth Music demos. So I hope you check out my YouTube channels and like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my music family and I really, really appreciate your support. I would like to share my brand new song again this week and it is called Nobody's Mama. Enjoy.
I wake up when I want, pour my coffee strong, don't answer to no one, ain't doing nothing wrong, got my boots by the back door, keys in my hand, this little slice of freedom's more than some folks understand. I'm nobody's mama and nobody's wife. The winds have changed, a new season of life. I wake up alone, hear my own breath. That's what it feels like when nobody's left. No one to cling to, no one to fight. settle. Maybe not, who knows? But right now, this freedom is the sweetest thing I've known. I'm nobody's mama and nobody's wife. The winds have changed, a new season of life. I wake up alone, hear my own breath. That's what it feels like when nobody's left. No one to cling to, and no one to fight. I'm nobody's mama, and nobody's wife.
Thanks for joining me today. This is Liz Beth. One of the funniest things about being a radio show host and a country music singer is interviewing artists who are out there absolutely crushing it, while I'm still over here chasing the same dream. On the air, I sound really official. Tonight, we're joined by this incredibly talented artist who just released a brand new single. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, well, that's amazing. I also released a single, and my mom streamed it 14 times. So I'll be asking them things like, so what was it like hearing your song on the radio for the first time? And they'll say, oh, Lizzie, it was surreal. And I'm sitting there smiling, nodding, secretly thinking, same. When I played my own song on my own show and played it on the radio, I almost cried too. It's such a funny, humbling space to live in. I get to spotlight all these amazing artists who are touring, hitting huge milestones, telling incredible stories. And then after my show, I sometimes go to a set where someone requests Freebird. There's something wildly beautiful about that, though, because when I interview them or meet them for the first time, I don't come from a place of envy. I come from a place of, hey, I get it. I understand the late nights. I understand the self-doubt. I understand is anyone even listening moments. The excitement over one good show and the heartbreak over one bad show. I ask different questions because I'm still in it too. I'm not just a voice behind a mic. I'm a girl chasing the same stage lights. And honestly, it makes the whole thing sweeter. Because when they win, I'm genuinely cheering. And when they talk about the grind, I'm nodding in real life. And when they finally hit big milestones, I will too someday. Oh, I promise you, I will be dramatically interviewing myself about it. I will be like, Liz, what was it like when your hard work paid off? And I will say, well, thank you for asking, Liz. Bless it. Until then, I'll keep spotlighting artists, keep writing songs, keep chasing the dream, and maybe keep asking my mama to stream just one more time. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Nashville Backroads. This is Liz Beth, and I am bringing you indie artist music from the backroads of Nashville and all around the world. Our episodes are going out to about 24 radio stations all around the world, and I am getting the most amazing music to share, and I am also meeting the most amazing indie artists in the process. So thank you for listening. Please share, and you can listen anytime you want on my YouTube channel at Lizbeth Music. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.